Got a minute?
What do you want?
You made contingency plans to stop everybody in the League just in case any one of us ever went bad.
My contingencies were intended to immobilize, not kill.
But Savage came up with a plan to bury you.
I assume so. It wasn't one of mine. Was that it?
With all that talk about unchecked power, you're still so arrogant you didn't bother to come up with a plan to stop yourself.
I do have a plan. It's called the Justice League.
Just wanted to be sure.
What is it?
If the League ever did go over to the wrong side, I want there to be somebody I can trust to keep the planet safe. Even from me.
I live in New York, and after the attacks on 9/11, we were getting all these, hundreds of meals ready. And this one guy, in the middle of the night, like 3 nights into this, he goes, "So my day job is I'm an architect." He says, "What's your day job?" I said, "Well, I do voices mostly." He went, "I knew it!" He said, "You're the guy who does Batman. You're that Kevin Conroy." So he goes into this dining hall, and this is, the first week after the attack, and there had been like just this somber sadness. And you hear him go, Guys, you're not gonna believe who's been cooking your dinners. It's Batman!" There's this long silence, and you hear, "Bullshit!" from the back of the place. And he said, then someone else says, "Make him prove it!" So I thought, oh, this is good. So I'm in the back kitchen, and I do from the back kitchen, "I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!" There's this long pause, and then you hear from the back of the place, "Holy f***, that is Batman!" And suddenly people were laughing. And the architect who had recognized me said, "What's it feel like to be Santa Claus?" I said, "Because that's what just happened."
Real pop culture!
All right, that was our little tribute there to Kevin Conroy. He
Rest in peace.
sadly passed away November 10th. So between last episode and this one, last episode I think was October 31st, episode 189, and this will be episode 190.
190.
But yeah, it's Kevin Conroy, man. A lot of people's favorite Batman, and
Well, the voice of Batman, anyway.
we actually did play a version of Batman in one of those crossover events from those
The CW?
the CW shows. Yeah.
Okay.
They did like an Infinite Crisis kind of thing.
I remember
where
that episode.
They traveled to different
Yeah.
timelines.
Which
And,
was- I mean, it
he
was
he
actually
basically,
a pretty
he played
good.
Bruce Wayne anyway. You didn't see him in a Batman suit, but
Oh, that's right. That's when Batgirl first started up.
yep.
Yeah. He the cousin.
And she went to go see whatever Earth that Batman existed in.
Oh, I don't even remember. It's been a long time since
He was
I've
in like
seen
an
it.
exoskeleton, and he was like an older Batman that
Yep.
had gotten hurt or something, or
Well, his back was broke.
something like He
Yeah.
was.
I want to say it was probably from his battle with Bane.
And gosh, he's done the voice of Batman for so many things that he like is the voice of Batman, like all the games, or most of them at least. All the animated series,
Almost
a bunch
all
of
the
the
animated,
animated
yeah.
movies. Like basically, if you're doing something animated or game, and it's gonna have Batman and the Joker, you're gonna want Kevin Conroy's Batman and Mark Hamill as
Yep.
Joker. Like those are the two
Exactly.
titans of the voices of those characters. I know I started out. I was late to the party on the Batman games. I started playing the first one first, which was Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. And man, and I'm not a gamer, but those games are awesome, and the voices just brought those characters to life.
Dude, I know you'd sit in here for hours and play that.
And again, not a gamer at all, and people have been telling me for years, like, Mark, you got to play these Batman games. Like, they would remind me daily, you got to play. And then I started playing them, and I was like, this is what I was afraid of. I'm not going to get out of this chair until it's over.
Well, I played the Lego Batman, and it was like that.
I never played it. I just played that series of the Batman games, the Arkham.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I've heard bad things about the new one, but I want to try to figure out how to play it because I don't have a PS5.
I think you can play it on stream.
Steam. Yeah, you can. That's probably what I wind up doing if I've got a good enough video card. But despite the bad reviews, I'm going to give it a shot because, again, I love those games. And even if it's not great, I'll probably still like it, you know? Because I could go back and play any of those right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I definitely don't listen to reviews on movies, but like some of the people that are giving this game a bad review are the same ones that praised the other Batman games.
I don't remember
So
which
that kind of
one
makes
I
me
had
kind of worry.
or have, but I played it a lot. And I'm going to go in and apologize to you now. You're probably going to have to edit a lot of sniffles and coughs.
Yeah, I'm okay right now, but man, looks like I haven't had the flu, but everybody has had the flu, and everybody's got allergies.
Everybody at work. And I haven't caught it, but I've just got this allergies. I mean, dude, it's 29 degrees.
Yeah, last night I think I got down to 28.
24 degrees most of last week.
It's not supposed to be quite as cold tonight, but it's going to be in the 30s.
Yeah. But that just really throwed my, I don't want to call it allergies, but just throwed me off.
Yeah, I was outside messing around with getting some firewood together, and I'd get real cold and come in and warm up and then go back out there, which is terrible to do, but I was freaking cold, so I wanted to warm up.
Oh, definitely.
And then I got to the point where I was outside and I was cold, but I was sweating. And I remember from my football days that's
when you get
that's
sick.
bad. Yeah. If you're so active that you're sweating in like freezing weather, you're not definitely gonna get sick, but
Chances
definitely
are,
high candidates.
Yeah.
So the flu has come back with a vengeance.
Which we knew it would. COVID's gone or down, and
Yeah,
now the flu
COVID's
is
down. The
fixing
flu
to-
is feels safe to come back out.
well, the flu's like, no, I'm gonna show you what a virus really does.
It's like I'm the OG, problem. So what we got here? We got some notes. I guess
got some notes.
I
You
guess I
got
need to
some
do quick
notes.
announcements, which isn't much. I mean, first of all, happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
We're recording this on Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and this will probably come out tomorrow or the next day. So
But it might come out. It might be a Thanksgiving Day episode.
it'll be before the weekend, and so that and what else was I gonna say? We got a couple of Killjoy shows. Where's my bell?
We had a couple of Killjoy shows that got canceled.
Yeah, we did.
One of them, of course, was the one at Fair Park.
Well, they didn't get canceled. It got cut early because of the weather.
Well, it still got canceled because only a few bands ended up.
Yeah,
playing the next
they
day.
started at noon and went all the way up to like 4-ish, I think, and then called it.
Yeah, I think it was like 4:30 when I left Houston, and when you voxed me.
But then the Change Tupelo show, I was really looking forward to that one too because we'd never played at Change before, and there's always a good crowd when Roses and Red plays. But the sound guy and some of the members of Roses and Red all got sick. I'm thinking somebody mentioned the flu.
Yeah, I think
in that scenario too.
I think Sean
I don't know
said
the exact
flu.
details, but that got canceled due to sickness. But and then the show that we're supposed to do in January. But I think it's probably going to get moved. Basically, sadly, the Shade Tree is closing, which sucks because we really like playing there.
That place
in
is
Tupelo.
awesome.
The Shade Tree Lounge, but particularly the Shade Tree Music Room out back. It's where we've played a lot of shows, and we had a show booked there in January. But I just about guarantee you it'll still happen somewhere else. But we're going back to Bessemer, Alabama, which is right outside of Birmingham.
Yes.
Right? That'll be New Year's.
New Year's Eve.
We loved playing at the Mill. That place was awesome. We had a really good time. Good reception. You never know when you're like a metal band and you go to a new venue. And we've just revamped the set with some heavy stuff. Like we're pretty,
We're a lot heavier than we have been in years.
Yeah, we're probably the heaviest we've been with the new material and
the new lineup.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say new lineup.
So you never know how you're going to be received. And there was a couple people in there like, what the hell is this? But there was definitely enough people there that was like, yes.
Yeah, that show scared me. Oh. We was in Alabama. Alabama was playing, and Alabama lost.
And our drummer is an LSU fan,
Yes.
and LSU is the one that beat them.
Yes, so he gave me a little bit of hell.
Yeah.
But it was all in good fun. But the show was excellent.
Well, I was thinking like we're in Alabama, and the Alabama game is on like every TV in this whole room, which is covered in TVs, and everybody's wearing their stuff. And I'm like, I'm afraid if Alabama gets beat, that it's gonna like affect people's mood. And it did a little, but
riot.
It did a little, but it wasn't. We still had a great show and had a great time.
And you know what I realized that night? That was daylight savings time. So when we left at what, 1?
I don't know.
The time or 2, the time clicked back to 2. So man,
I made the mistake of drinking some Jägermeister after we played, and I waited till we got done before I really started drinking. And we got done, and Seeking 7 went on, and I started knocking them back pretty well, but I did a couple Jaeger shots, and I should not have. I'm not in
You're
college.
not a Jaeger guy.
I'm not in college anymore. I used to drink it back in the day, but it's been so long, and my body's just got acclimated to what I like.
Yeah.
I drink beer, and I do a few shots of Jack, and like that's
Jaeger
my
hits
thing.
you completely different.
Oh, absolutely. That's a mistake I will not make again.
It's one of the reasons I quit drinking it years ago.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, we had our Thanksgiving thing for work that we've resumed get-togethers again in the last 2 years since COVID's died down and everything. But which it was outside last year, and then we did one inside this year and had our food catered, really good food. But we pulled up the Star Wars Christmas special from like, was that 77?
It'd have been right after that.
And I told everybody before we started watching it that it's one of those movies that's so bad that it's good. No, it's so bad that it's bad. It's just bad.
It just didn't hold up.
One thing that really made me laugh, and there may be a version of this that has captions, but the one on YouTube, you had all this dialogue between this Wookiee family. It was like Chewbacca's family with no captioning. They're just doing the Wookiee voice. That was horrible, by the way. I know. And I was like, that's hilarious. They're so committed that they're not even letting us know what they're saying for like a solid 25 minutes. That part was funny, and that's about it.
You know what's really funny, though? They're in a galaxy far, far away, and they still celebrate Christmas.
I don't remember. We didn't watch the whole thing. Of course, I got done with my food and left before it finished, but I don't know if it particularly has like Christmas trees and Christmassy stuff.
I don't remember. I watched it once a long time ago.
Very long ago. And I remember thinking like, it's one of those movies that's bad, but it's so bad that it's fun to watch anyway. But no, it didn't work this time. This watch through, maybe I'll try again in a couple of years and start liking it again, but it's just pretty horrible.
Maybe you needed alcohol.
I can't believe, I was like, oh, so this was George Lucas's first attempt to destroy his own franchise. Then later he did the prequels.
Well, then he got Disney's help.
I'm just kidding. I liked some of the prequels. But anyway, that's a story for another day.
Yeah, I know Jar Jar's your favorite.
This is some big...
I was going to ask you what that stood for.
This is... yeah, knowing me, you don't know what F-13 stands for. Some huge news in the Friday the 13th world. We are getting a Paramount Peacock TV show called Crystal Lake.
Yes.
And
did you read that entire article?
Yeah, I've read several articles, and I try to stay away from. I'm in so many of the Friday the 13th fan groups and stuff like that there's a lot of talk, but I try to stay away from speculation and try to. But what I've heard officially is it was first believed that this was just going to be pre-part 1, like basically all the events that happened leading up to part 1. Because the reason that the reason that that was assumed is because of the lawsuit. Even though it's over with, they'll Cunningham and Miller would have to work together to move forward with the franchise with Jason, the full-grown Jason with the mask, and
I think if we just gave them a beer and a joint, they could work out their differences.
Well, they've worked it out before. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, they may hate each other, but they don't hate money, And but then they came out later and said, no, this they're not saying that it does incorporate full-grown masked machete-wielding Jason, but they have the ability to play with everything in the Friday the 13th sandbox because it's a TV show, and a lot of the rights that were being fought over was the movie and the movie distribution and the big screen. But because it's a TV show, they can basically mess with anything in the Friday 13th universe. And that's official. Now, they didn't say it's going to be Jason walking around killing people necessarily, but it could be.
Well, what I read in that article that I sent you was that it was going to be from the time Jason, air quotes, drowned till he grew up to part 1. Those couple years in between.
Yeah, because we saw Jason as a kid, whether you say that was a dream sequence or not. We saw him as a kid at the end of 1, and then all of a sudden at the end of 2, he's a full-grown man. So there's a lot of time there that we don't know what happened. And part of me doesn't really want to watch Jason growing up in the woods. I don't really see that as just a huge thing to make a show about. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe.
I mean, at least you watch him chase frogs and scare away coyotes. I don't know.
There's so many things they could do, you know. They could do a story that's basically based around Pamela. What I would kind of like to see is them,
if it was his dad.
I've always wanted to see. I've always been curious why they didn't incorporate Elias Voorhees into the franchise. He's been mentioned in the books, the comic books, a lot of different media, but not on
He was
screen.
mentioned once in the movie.
He was supposed to be in part 6, and it got cut.
Got cut.
Of course, some of the fan films has been like Vengeance, particularly, which I started watching Vengeance Part 2, and I haven't finished it yet. But what I saw of it, I liked a lot.
I don't see how you do that.
What?
Start a movie and then stop and go back to it later.
Well, because I probably shouldn't say this because I don't know who listens to this, but if I watch a movie at work, I'll have to work.
Oh, I understand that.
So then I'll go get busy doing something, and then by the time I come back, it's like time to go home or
That's the reason it freeze up. No, there we go.
It did freeze up, but it started back, I think.
I never would watch movies at work.
Shows.
It was just shows.
Yeah, because I'm not a person that gets up and goes to lunch. Like, I don't say, hey, let's all meet up at the so-and-so restaurant.
No, I'd sit at my desk.
I'll sit at my desk and watch a show or a movie, but when lunch break is over, then all of a sudden I may get busy and don't have any more downtime.
Because I can sit and watch a 45-minute show and an hour lunch and...
Yeah. So that 9 times out of 10, if I've only seen half of a movie, 10 times out of 10, something came up regardless. And I didn't get to finish.
I got you.
I'm still trying to finish Halloween Ends. I watched half of it and liked it. Just didn't get to finish it yet.
I still hadn't watched. Like I said, I've still got to watch the other 2.
But like Alex and Tara and Alicia and all them kind of want to watch it. So I'm just going to start over with them and watch the whole thing. So I can't give it a full review, but I can tell you the first half is good.
Yeah.
First half of Vengeance Part 2 is good. In fact, I'll go ahead and say, even though I liked Vengeance, I like Part 2 better so far.
Now, is that
the pacing is a little more dialed in.
Is that the same?
Vengeance was a good movie. It was kind of all over the place.
Well, is that the same film, Womp Stomp film?
Those are the Jason Brooks that played Jason.
Yeah, the one that did
He's been
Never
on our
Hike
show.
Alone.
No. I think he played Jason in Roseblood, too. Well, let me just pull his IMDb up so I don't mess this up.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause we definitely don't want to mess up our alums' discography up.
I do know he's played Jason more than once just because he did such a good job. I don't mean to keep hitting that bell. Let me move it. Let's see here. Yeah, he was in Vengeance, Vengeance 2, and Roseblood. The guy that made Never Hike Alone is Jason in Never Hike Alone.
Yeah, that's Womp Stomp Studios.
Is it?
Yeah, and there's a reason I know that and a reason I'm bringing it up, but we will circle back around to that.
It looks like he was in a movie called Mythos, a Friday the 13th fan film, completed but not released yet.
Yeah, it hadn't been released.
And he played Jason Voorhees.
Huh.
You know you did a good job when other franchises are calling you to say, hey, you did such a good job as Jason.
But they're all fan films, which is awesome.
Well, that's all we've had. I mean, but the fan films is what kept us going through all this lawsuit crap.
I don't understand how they get away with doing it and not getting sued under that same.
It has to be nonprofit.
Oh, okay.
Like they did Kickstarter to get the money to make it, because I mean you need money to make it.
Well, of course.
But I know the proceeds on Vengeance went to some charity.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't think they're gonna
So
mess.
basically
with your,
doing it just to get their name out there and showing what they can do, which is.
I mean, don't
pretty
get me wrong.
awesome.
There's some amateur Friday 13th stuff that is definitely kind
Not
of
good.
crosses the line as far as copyright.
Yeah.
Like one of them used Manfredini's music that they might have got permission, but I kind of doubt it.
Doubt
you
it.
know.
Yeah.
There's some questionable stuff out there, but like the ones that are the gold standard is all the Never Hike Alone stuff as far as fan films and Vengeance. Well, there's several good ones out there, but like anything else, you got some good ones, you got some really bad ones. Like there's some that kind of look like what me and you would do if we just went out in my backyard and tried to make a Jason movie.
Hey, man, don't underestimate us.
So anyway, I totally forgot what I was talking about.
I always talking about the series. Friday
What I would
13th
like to
series.
see is kind of follow the same look, style, and feel of the remake movie. Everybody seemed to universally love it. Fans
That was a
and
decent movie.
hardcore fans, new fans, they all got together and got behind that.
I only had one issue with it,
What's that?
but we've talked about that before. How we had all the tunnels is how we popped up everywhere. It took
See, I
away the
didn't,
supernatural aspect of it.
Well, they consciously made a decision. I watched
To
it
not go with
because the makers said, "Look, when you start making a Friday 13th film, you have to make a decision first: is he supernatural or not?"
Yeah.
And they went with the not because they were recapping like the first 3 or 4 films.
Oh, yeah.
And he was definitely not then. So,
Well, that had some good kill scenes.
I mean, who knows if they'd have continued that reboot timeline? It might have got to
been
a
a whole
point like the
different-
original timeline did when he became supernatural.
Yeah.
But be as it may, I wouldn't mind seeing it have the look and feel of that. Even bring back Derek Mears to play Jason if you're going to have a Jason, a full-grown Jason.
Yeah.
And I kind of think it should be both. Like you could have present day with flashbacks. You could even have it mostly flashbacks, but like telling a story in present day too.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a good example of how that was executed well was on the show Arrow, actually. Because what was that island he was on for 5 years?
I'm going to get my arrow card pulled.
Yeah. It's been a minute, so I don't remember. Anyway, it would tell the present day story, but there was also there's always 2 stories going on in that show. Him present day and him becoming Arrow essentially on the island. Well, what you actually find out, he wasn't just on that island that whole time, but whatever the sequence of events that led up to where you're at,
Where he's at now.
as well as where we're at. So that'd be kind of neat to see, because you could you could retell the little backstory on Pamela and her descent into
Madness.
yeah.
And you wouldn't have to sit there and watch 8-year-old Jason run around the swamp catching frogs.
Maybe not. I don't know. But there's definitely more story to be told, and I'm excited about it. I'm there
Well,
for
I can't
it.
wait till it comes out.
I hope they don't take a whole long time to do it. If they do, then I wish they hadn't announced it yet.
Yeah.
But it's definitely out there. I mean, fans are going nuts with speculation, and there's even fan art. And
One of that articles I'd mentioned to you was a lot of fan art.
but one thing that I heard, and I don't know how long ago this happened, but God dang it, I forgot her name. I'm not doing good with remembering things tonight. Who played Nancy? Heather Locklear.
Lampcan. Langenkamp.
Heather Langenkamp, I'm probably not saying that right, said in an interview that she would love for Freddie and Nancy to go one more time on the big screen. Like,
I read
go
that.
at each other, duke it out one last
I
time.
did read that.
And I think that would be good because I've already expressed my interest in seeing Robert Englund one more time and went into detail how it could be done easily. So I won't recap that. But, Nancy is so synonymous with that franchise, and she was only in 3 films. Much like Tommy Jarvis was only in 3 films in Friday the 13th. And even though she got quote unquote killed in Dream Warriors, it just seemed like a throwaway. The kill didn't really mean nothing. Freddy was disguised as her dad, and then he gets gloved her. And I'm like, that was kind of weak sauce. I'd like to see Freddie and Nancy go at it again.
They have. I read that article, and the reason she was saying that is because Jamie Lee Curtis reprised her role in Halloween.
Yeah,
but she said she just wanted one more shot.
I really hope that the Halloween trilogy that we've got right now inspires a bunch of these old franchises to. I mean, look at the Hellraiser. I mean, it worked.
Oh, wow.
It was great.
Did you finally watch it?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Oh, that's right.
It was in our notes from last episode.
Yes, that movie was
That's
good.
why we don't need to take too long between episodes, because we start talking about the same thing and
Yeah.
don't even know it. Yeah, me and Alicia watched it in St. Louis, and I really liked it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get some. I feel like, why wouldn't they just keep making these movies? I mean, they still make vampire movies, and Dracula came out in like
Yeah, but not all
a
of your
million years ago. They still make Frankenstein movies and werewolf movies. These are the new generation, or our generation, movie monsters.
Yeah, but not all vampires are Dracula.
That's true, but I mean, that's where it
Not all monsters are
arguably
Frankenstein's
Nosferatu
monster.
is where it all started, and not all werewolves are the Wolfman, but still,
Which
that's still there's still a version of that that's just going to go on forever.
Yeah,
And I don't see why they wouldn't keep. I mean, because Child's Play TV show's doing well with Chucky.
I haven't watched any of them.
I watched a few episodes and I liked it.
After that the reboot where he was all CGI, I was just like, nah, can't do it.
I actually enjoyed that take on it, but I can see why it wasn't.
I like the story, but they took all the voodoo out of it.
Yeah, they made it a more modernized technology kind of thing. Like an AI almost.
Yeah.
Which AI is kind of scary to me, so that's why I think that's why it worked.
I mean, it was
Hey,
okay.
and if you're an AI out there listening to this, I'm not saying I don't like you. I just don't want you to. I just don't want you to put us in a people's zoo. I don't want you to pull a Matrix on us. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's keep it classy. CGI. I mean, shit. I just pissed him off again. They're like, we hate CGI. We saw the prequels. Oh. So anyway, that was the Freddy news I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, I got more Freddy news.
I know that's your.
Well, horror in general I love, but
your favorite, like, to me, it's Jason. For you, it's Freddy.
Yeah.
But anyway, what?
Well, do you want to finish yours first? Your notes, or okay?
I mean, I don't have to finish my notes, but that's all I had on that genre.
Well, let me pull this up real quick. The reason I was talking about Womp Stomp Films earlier, which that was the guys that did Never Hike Alone, the Jason fan, WOMP, Womp Stomp Films.
I knew I had heard that name before. Oh, they did 13 Fanboy?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it
They
yet,
did
but
a
I've heard good
bunch.
things.
Well, they are kind of, that's funny, you pulled it right up. They're good going away from the Friday the 13th, and their next movie is called Dylan's New Nightmare, which is a sequel to Nightmare on Elm Street's New Nightmare.
If that picture that just popped up is their Freddy,
That's them.
I'm going to say that looks pretty good.
Dylan was Heather's son in New Nightmare. Remember the little kid in the bed? He got.
Oh, yeah.
So now
New Nightmare is a good
it's
one.
underrated.
It holds up. When I rewatched all the Nightmare franchise,
Yeah.
I was surprised at how good that held up.
Well, they're doing
And Nancy was smoking hot in that one. I'm sorry.
She looked her best in it. But they're fixing to tackle Nightmare on Elm Street. I got the whole article, but I'm not going to read it. And what's cool about the Friday the 13th you was talking about, the series on Peacock, A24 Studios is also involved in it.
Really?
Yeah. So A24 Studios is really getting around.
Yeah. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we're fixing to have to take a break because I got some a chicken and a turkey in the smoker.
We're going to eat the chicken now?
No, I need to. I've got my pellet grills controlled by an app, and it's very convenient. I love this app because I could even be at work smoking stuff. The only thing you can't do with the app is, for safety reasons, is turn it on.
Yeah.
But after it's been turned on, you can control it through Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, whichever's got better signal. And but sometimes the app doesn't obey all my commands as far as temperature and stuff like that. Plus, it's time to add the probes and all that stuff. So whenever you get to a stopping spot, we'll need to take 5.
Well, we can go and stop there, go take 5, come back, and we can swap over to my notes for a little bit.
All right.
Then we can finish out on what little bit you got left. And
Sounds good to me.
because I need to get another beverage.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee.
Somebody's off work. All right, and we took a normal length break.
It's actually kind of short for us.
Very. Like, we did all the stuff we said we were going to do, and then we came back and...
Yeah.
Is this a new us?
No.
I remember one time we went to
This is
take
an
a break.
abnormality.
We took a break one time, and we came back 3 weeks later, literally. That was not that long ago either.
No, it wasn't.
Like a couple of shows back, that happened.
And that was funny because we had to go back and listen to the first part of the show, so we didn't re-talk
And I
about.
think that's not right after that's when I had the whole catastrophe with my laptop and
Probably
had to
no.
change everything over.
You
and
said that was the reason the break was so long was because
maybe so. But at any rate, yeah, let's start with your list and just start.
All right, well, I
struggling
got
on
2
through there.
separate lists.
I've got my
now.
smoker situated, got the probes installed, and able to monitor the ambient and internal temperature of the turkey and chicken I'm smoking.
Ooh, look at you.
Me being all scientific with my pit boss.
All right, well, let's just start out with this. This is actually big news. It's old news, but it's big news.
Hit me.
There's a new Indiana Jones movie.
I had that in my notes, Indiana Jones 5.
Yes.
I'm trying to... This is going to be one of those things that...
I'm going to stay away from everything.
Everything. All I know is it's a new Indiana... It's Harrison Ford's send-off, basically.
And they did...
which, no, not surprisingly, he's in his 70s.
70s.
Didn't expect him to do a whole lot more,
Well,
action movies.
what I read in this article was all about the CGI technology they use to reverse age him.
De-age, yeah.
So that way it picks up shortly after the last one.
That or they could have been de-aging him for flashbacks like they did Robert Downey Jr.
They didn't
Iron
really
Man.
say.
And I don't want to know any.
Yeah.
This is going to be one I'm not going to watch any teasers. I'm not going to watch any trailers. Evidently, there's one about to come out. I think there's already been a teaser out, but these days it's hard for me to tell what's real and what's fan made.
I know.
But I'm going to stay away from all that.
And I try to stay away from rumors.
Because this
too.
Indiana Jones movie is probably going to be definitely going to be the last one with Harrison Ford. I'm going to go to the movies. I'm going to watch it regardless. So I don't want anybody's opinion. I don't want any trailers.
Well, let's do it. I'll go with you.
I'm just going to stay away from everything. But I'm glad it's happening.
Yeah, me too.
Do we have a release date?
No, we do not.
Well, that means it might be.
I just
a while.
didn't see one. Don't mean there isn't one.
Well, let's see if I can find something.
Says 2023, but
June 30th, 2023.
June.
That's sooner than I expected. Nowadays they announce a movie and 17 years later it comes out.
that's just Marvel.
I know, dude. They announced Blade. And COVID did have a lot to do with that.
Yeah, but not that much.
But they announced Blade, and then now we know the release date. It's going to be 5 years from the time they announced it till we see it. Like, why did you even announce it? Like, wait
I mean, yeah.
Wait 3 or 4 more years before you even tell us.
Because by the time they release it, it's going to be like new news to us again.
or old news.
All that forgotten in 5 years. I think it's gonna be good. I don't know the plot.
I did
don't
not
know-
hate Crystal Skull like most people did.
I didn't either.
It was not my favorite by any means. It had its
Well, I think the ending,
ups and downs.
the
but
ending got a little bit wonky, but other than that, the entire movie up to that was Indiana Jones movie.
I thought. I was fine with it. I didn't hate it. I didn't, like I said, it's not my favorite, but I liked it. If I ranked them all, it probably would be at the bottom or towards the bottom, but I still liked it.
There's a new Aliens movie,
Yeah,
which I think I mentioned that last week, the last episode, but I'm not sure.
I wonder if this is going to follow the whole.
This apparently,
They've kind of from Prometheus on. They've kind of had a pattern of like the progression.
this apparently fixes the plot hole with Sigourney Weaver.
I didn't know there was a plot hole for Sigourney Weaver
Didn't either.
because they brought her back as a clone, basically. So she did die for real.
Well, yeah, she died in the second one.
Well, it depends on what you call the second one, because you had Alien and then Aliens with an S.
Aliens with an S was the second one.
Yeah.
She died in it though, didn't she?
Oh no. Remember she got in that big thing that looked like a crane and
Oh.
like beat up the queen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's been a long time since I watched them.
Yeah, there's because there was one of the earlier ones that she wasn't in, and they brought her back as like a clone.
Yeah.
But she didn't know she was a clone at first. Like Tim Lucas could tell me.
Oh yeah.
He could clean up our verbiage here because he's a huge,
And he would
huge
probably
Alien
tell
franchise
us what
fan.
the plot hole was
Yeah.
without even, batting an eye. We had somebody else pass just this week. The original Michael Myers, the stunt guy who played Michael Myers, James Winburn, passed away recently.
That name doesn't ring a bell.
He played the original Michael Myers on Halloween.
Really?
No,
He
he did the stunt.
He did the stunts.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was the first person to don the mask, they said.
Well, I got you because I know the Friday the 13th, like there's an argument amongst fans about who the real Jason is from like.
was it the stunt man
or was it
or was
because
it the...
they're like, well, the stunt man spent more time
Yeah.
with the mask on than this guy did, and like they're like, well, he's really Jason because he was in the movie more, and yeah, you'll have two, like there was a whole Michael Myers just for the part where he took the mask off and put it back on. It
Yeah.
was not the guy that was Michael Myers, and then of course you're gonna have at least one stunt guy probably.
Well, this guy, he's credited as the original Michael Myers stuntman. They said James Winburn.
I like how we're
Fact checking our notes.
No, I like how we're covering all the franchises of the horror movies.
Hang on, scoot back. Okay,
Yeah,
Nick Castle was,
He was in the mask, I think, for the most of the movie.
but if you scroll right up just a little bit, it tells about his original stuntman.
Yeah, James Winburn,
Yeah.
dead at 85.
Man, that's crazy. And yeah, as my notes go, they're everywhere. Well, I'm going to stay away from the Walking Dead notes I took
Yeah, but
because I didn't watch them.
suffice it
it's
to
just stuff I
say,
read.
Walking Dead has finally ended, which is so weird because I thought it ended like a year ago. But the way they do their seasons, where
Yeah.
they
do the
they
mid-season.
stop in the middle and then wait a long time. I thought Walking Dead ended a long time ago, but this time it actually ended.
Well, apparently,
And evidently, it ended with a bang. There was a lot of
Oh,
crazy.
wow,
I've seen
yes.
some spoilery stuff that I didn't really want to see.
well, like I said, I'm not going to touch on it because it just ended. And
I am
that
one.
would be too spoilery.
I'm one full season behind. I have not watched any of this season.
I think I'm two behind.
I don't think I am, but I'm gonna
Because we quit watching
gonna
it over
watch
here
it.
after D&D.
I'm gonna
for a
watch
while.
it. I just don't know when.
A little bit more horror news, which took you forever to get on this show, but you finally did. Saw 10 or Saw X.
Wow. Man,
is-
they are
is-
really.
The release date on it is October 27th.
So that franchise has caught up and passed Nightmare on Elm Street. Because there was 9 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's counting Freddy v. Jason or not.
That would be counting.
That would be counting.
The only thing it's not counting is that horrible remake. Oh, dang, you got to bleep that. Sorry.
I,
You got my feels, man.
I think you do have to count it, though, whether you want to or not.
No, we're not. We don't count it.
Hey, I would love to not count Jason Goes to Hell, but I have to because it did happen, whether I like it or not.
But it was okay till halfway.
No, it was not okay at any point.
Halfway is when it got really, really bad.
I mean, Jason was in the movie for like 9 minutes.
No, little bitty Jason was squabbling around like a little larva.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm not over it yet. It's only been like 10, 15 years. I need more time.
New Rick and Morty, episode 7,
We'll be here Sunday.
Sunday.
What I was going to ask you, what do you think about this season so far?
I like it. It's different. It's really different.
It's different, but
Dude, I think
it's good.
we almost got the same notes with the
I
exception
know. I
of
just
two different things.
I just updated my notes to,
Yeah, and I've got one more thing on my notes that you do.
what's that?
The Deadpool Christmas movie that Disney axed.
Yeah, evidently the article I read, Ryan Reynolds wrote a Deadpool Christmas movie to be released, and
They just said no.
yeah, and it's written, and he still wants it to come out.
Well, I mean, it's Ryan Reynolds. He wanted Deadpool. He got Deadpool.
It took him a minute, but he made it happen with that quote unquote leaked footage that he shot.
Which was the best thing ever.
It was amazing.
I thought it was just
and
a
the fan
joke.
reaction to it was exactly what he hoped for.
The fan reaction is what made that movie.
And in since we're talking about Christmas movies, I'm really looking forward to that movie Violent Night with David Arbor. It's like, you remember the Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Yeah.
The preview.
Well, you might want to tell people who David Harbour is, because I didn't even know if you just said his name.
Hopper from Stranger Things,
Yeah.
Hellboy, and the remake, bunch of other stuff. What was his name in the Black Widow movie? He was a superhero. Like
He was her dad.
the Red something.
I don't remember.
I don't either. It was good though. I just don't remember his name. The Red Guardian. Anyway, he made this like really violent Christmas action movie. Well, I say he's in.
Yeah.
And it looks fun. I'm definitely going to watch it.
We're talking about horror-ish type movies. There's a new series on Netflix called Cabinet of Curiosities. It's I always butcher his name, Guillermo del Toro. He's like hosting it.
Okay.
And he brings in different directors to direct each episode.
Is he related to Benicio del Toro?
Don't know. Honestly.
No.
Have no idea. But it's like an anthology type. You know, each episode's different.
Right.
And, man, it is really good. I wish I'd have realized it during Halloween, because I'd have watched it then. There's some that are just a little bit spooky. And I think I'm on episode 6.
And you said it's on Netflix?
Yeah. Yeah, you would like some of them. They're really good.
I had this pulled up. I don't know why I had two windows open. I don't think we mentioned this, but they're doing a movie about the Von Erichs. The Von Erich family was predominant in professional
Yeah.
wrestling in the 80s. Kevin Von Erich and was a big one, and there's a bunch of them. And there's definitely a story there to be told. I mean, good Lord.
And you see who's producing it?
Zach.
A24 Studios.
Where do you see that?
Second line, right past Ric
Oh, yeah.
Flair. Dude, this little company is jumping out of just nowhere and got their fingers in everything.
But evidently they've casted their Ric Flair, and it's going to be Aaron Dean Eisenberg. And I pulled up his picture. I do not see him as Ric Flair, but
Movie magic, man.
I've been wrong before, in like saying like there's no way he or she could be that or them. And
He doesn't look that big.
and they made it work somehow. Thank you. I just got a shot delivered to me by my beautiful girlfriend.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. Didn't even have to ask for it.
Yeah, he doesn't look big enough to play Ric
I mean,
Flair.
he's not blonde, first of all.
Well, that can be changed with a wig.
Well, yeah. He just
He's
don't.
almost too much of a pretty boy to play Ric Flair.
Yeah, well, Ric Flair was a pretty boy, but in a whole different way, like a beefcake pretty boy.
Yeah.
Like an 80s pretty boy with the
Yeah.
flybacks and the bling bling. And I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise me. They have before, but I just don't see it in in his headshots.
I really don't either.
That he's Ric Flair. I think this is going to be a good movie. The Deuces Aaron Dean Eisberg will play the multi-time wrestling world champion Ric Flair in A24's The Iron Claw opposite Zac Efron. Oh, is that the movie Zac Efron got all jacked for?
Yes. Because he's playing one of the Von Erichs.
He got super jacked.
He is
I think we talked about
massive.
that.
No, we talked about somebody else that beefed up for a role.
Yeah, he got jacked.
He was on that Hugh Jackman workout.
Well, all right. I'm looking forward to that movie, though. I think it's going to be good.
I think so too.
What else you got in your notes?
That's
Hit
all
me
in
with your
that
best
note.
shot.
One thing I've got, and I still can't find no solid evidence of it.
Bigfoot?
No, I ain't worried about that no more.
Really? You're over it?
He'll come up one day.
Will he, though?
Yeah.
Or even if he does, nobody's going to believe it.
Well, it don't matter.
Like if Bigfoot happened now, what would he have to do to prove that he's real? Because everybody would say it's fake no matter what.
Well, they're gonna say that about UFOs or aliens or conspiracy. It's a conspiracy, so.
But I mean, what would it take to prove it? Is what
It's too late.
that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at with it.
It would have to be national news.
It wouldn't matter. They'd say it's fake.
It would have to be National Geographic.
They could be like, we captured one. Here it is. You could come touch it. You can. Did you hear that?
No, I'm glad the mics can't pick her up right now.
You gotta admit that's pretty funny though.
That was funny.
I can hear you laughing.
That was funny.
Alicia said when the moon landing was on TV and it was fake. But no, but seriously, like, what would you have to do if you said, "Here's a Bigfoot, we captured it, you can come touch it"? They'd be like, "Oh man, it's fake. It was like the guy that was in the suit was in the cage, and I touched it and it felt real, but it's not because it's not real."
I said it's too late.
There's no way to prove it. Like you could have Sasquatch.
No, there's a way to prove it. You just can't. The people who don't want it to be real,
They're not gonna believe
like
it.
The moon landing, it's
Even-
not going to be real.
Even if you integrate Sasquatch into our society and they start becoming part of the norm, people are still going to say it's fake.
Yeah.
There's no way to prove to them that it's real, even if it becomes real.
I mean, there's no way to prove that aliens built the pyramids, but you still believe it.
I have more hard time believing they didn't. I mean, it was something other than just people stacking up these humongous stones that's impossible to lift.
Well, yeah, they had elephants.
Did they?
Yes.
So elephants can pick up a rock that weighs like
No,
a billion
they
pounds.
pull it. They pull it up.
Pull it up what?
A ramp of
So it's-
sand.
A sand ramp.
Yeah.
Nice. Hashtag sand ramp.
Sand ramp. Man, you got me all throwed off now. I don't even remember what we was talking about. Oh, the rumors.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
We take a subject and just flip it and just
And
screw it
run.
up, throw it out the window and run from
I
it.
mean, we're in Alabama right now. We got to come back. Henry Cavill could be or might not be, or
His Superman on again, off again thing.
the new James Bond.
Oh, I thought we were going the Superman direction.
No. Well, apparently he hasn't re-signed his contract with DC for Superman.
Nope.
And I know this is going to sound funny to see here, but I seen a Twitter from, I can't remember his name now,
Carl.
that was telling Geek Squad, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but there's only two people that know why, blah, 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 blah. And it's just me and him. But there is proof that he was like one of the top contenders for the new James Bond.
I wouldn't see that as being ridiculous. I mean,
I didn't say it was ridiculous.
He's handsome. He's
debonair, man. He could pull off.
He's got the
Bond.
swagger, the moxie. It's a difficult thing to discuss in today's climate, but he's masculine. He's a man's man. Stuff. Rolls behind him that he did well.
I would watch it.
I wouldn't hate it. I don't think he would screw it up.
I mean, the one person I thought would screw it up didn't. He actually did a really good job.
Who?
Why do you do that? You ask me who, and then my mind goes blank. Daniel Craig.
Oh, thank God you didn't say Timothy Dalton. Which, I'm not even going to say Timothy Dalton was a horrible James Bond,
wasn't
but the
horrible.
movies that he did were...
Well, you got to look who he was after, and that was like
Yeah.
the benchmark of James Bond.
For our era, yeah.
Yeah.
Most people say the benchmark is still Connery.
Well, that's who I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you were joking about. I assumed you were talking about Roger Moore. He
No.
didn't come right after Connery.
But I said after.
Oh, way after.
Not the person after, but who had played him up to that point. But the thing, I read this somewhere on Google, and close your ears, Alicia. They're comparing James Bond to Doctor Who.
In the what is just a long running?
Just the longest running, and they just pick new people to fill in the James Bond
I could
role.
see some parallels. I mean, that's kind of where it ends.
I mean,
but
that's the only thing. But they were just saying that James Bond is the Time Lord because he just keeps
yeah.
keeps going to a new person and just keeps right on going.
And the inconsistencies of trying to explain it is there in both, because there's a whole website dedicated, or there was, just dedicated to Doctor Who inconsistencies.
Oh yeah,
But there was one movie where they tried to explain that 007 was just
it's just a moniker.
and there was different people every time.
Yeah.
But then they went back to saying no, it's the same person. There's just different people playing
Yeah,
007.
they've said well,
So they-
007 is.
And there
a
was times when
moniker.
James Bond actually smoked cigarettes, and times he didn't.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of inconsistencies over the years.
There was one of them said I'd never touch a cigarette.
Yeah, there's in a character that's been around that long, it's inevitable.
But it's funny.
You have
'cause-
different writers, different directors, different
Yeah, but
producers.
Q was
They ran out of
always-
books like 4 films ago, right?
A long time ago.
The original, what was the author's name of the James Bond movies? I used to know that.
I used to also.
I want to say Fisher.
No. Fleming.
Fleming. Why was I saying Fish?
You were close. You had F right, but Q was the same
Yeah,
person.
Ian Fleming
forever.
passed away in
64.
no,
Scroll up.
not that long ago.
August 12th, 1964.
No
He was
way.
born in 1908.
Wow. Okay. You're right. August 12th. He wrote a bunch of books though.
15, I want to say.
And every
James Bond books.
every movie they made was based off, whether loosely or closely, from
Yeah.
I'm scrolling down to see. Jeremy Black devised a series based on the villains. Casino Royale, Your Eyes Only, Cold War Stories, Spectre, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice.
And you know, James Bond only got married once.
Oh, yeah.
And
So
she
did,
was
so did
killed.
Superman.
Well, she was killed. He was getting ready to give up being a spy, but she was killed, and he that like reinvigorated him to get revenge.
All right, here we go.
I want to say it was
So
Live and Let
here's
Die
the
or Her Majesty's Secret Service.
here's the list: Casino Royale, Live and Let Die, Moonraker, Diamonds Are Forever, From Russia with Love, Doctor No, Goldfinger, Thunderball, The Spy Who Loved Me, On Her Majesty's Secret Service,
You only live twice.
The Man with the Golden Gun, and then story collections For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, Other Works, Diamond Smuggler, Thrilling Cities, and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
All right, those
Wow,
other three.
that's all the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, those other three aren't James Bond.
Oh, Other Works. Okay,
Yeah.
You're right.
But there is more movies than that.
Yeah.
I know for Christmas one year, because I've always been a huge James Bond fan. It was something me, my dad, and my grandfather we'd sit around and watch together. And for one Christmas, she bought me the entire box set on DVD. Of course, it didn't have anything.
I just had no idea that those
Didn't
books
have
were
Daniel
that old
Craig
for
and-
some reason. I thought they were newer than that. I guess when James Bond's movies started, though.
53.
Really?
The very first Casino Royale started out in 53. And it wasn't even a James Bond movie.
Wasn't it a parody or something? Like a comedy?
It was just a spy movie.
I started watching them when they would replay them on TV, the Sean Connery ones. And then, like, my era James Bond guy
Yeah.
was Roger Moore. That's when I was, growing up as a kid watching movies and stuff.
I remember the last part of Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton. Well, of course, after that, but
We're almost done, but I want to take a quick bathroom break and then we'll come out and finish up.
okay. Yeah, we need to do an outro.
A meowtro with kitty cats.
Outro.
All right, I gotta pee. That's 2 in a row. Another record-breaking break that we just took a break.
This has got to be some type of abnormally.
Anomaly.
Anomaly.
Abnormally
Yeah,
is
abnormal
going.
anomaly.
Abnormally is going into the Kellogg dictionary. An abnormally would be like if I got abs.
That would be a.
Abnormally.
I'm gonna laugh one day when I walk in and you just have this book sitting here.
Yeah.
You
It's
just call
happening.
it Kellogg's Dictionary.
My favorite one is still Squallered.
Shut up.
It's still my favorite. I was trying to think of like the movies and TV shows that I've watched since the last episode.
There's been a lot of
Why did I
them,
say
though.
episode? The last episode.
Maybe could you watch it on an app?
No, well, everything's on an app nowadays. I guess you could call Netflix an app for sure. Me and Alicia started watching Manifest, and I really like it. Like it came out strong. Like that pilot was like
What episode was it you was watching Sunday when I was in here trying to sleep?
it had to have been one of the first ones because I'm only up to episode like 5 right now.
So it's
Alicia's
probably 2
way
or
ahead of
3.
me.
Yeah.
But she started watching because she was walking through the house and Tara was watching it, and she was like, "Okay, you got to start this show over. I like it." And then she told me, she's like, "Trust me, you got to watch this." I was like, "Okay, let's watch it." I watched the pilot. I'm like, "Okay, I'm in. Let's do it. I'm hooked." But it reminds me a lot of Lost, so I got a little bit of trauma
Reserve. Yeah.
because Lost like really let me down. Like it was my favorite show.
You know, I still haven't finished it because
I haven't either.
Y'all kept telling me to
I
stop
pulled-
watching it after a certain
I
episode.
I came close to finishing it. I watched like the first 3 seasons and was like, "This is the best show ever."
I think I'm on the second
Then
season.
around season 4, I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I just bailed, man. I don't even know how many seasons it was after that, honestly.
don't know.
I remember when it ended, and I remember everybody saying it sucked, and I was like, yeah.
I remember everybody talking about the ending. So when I went into it, I was kind of like already knowing what sort of was going to happen.
I would love to get a Lost expert on here, and let's just break it down, like what happened to that
Clint?
show. It came out so strong.
Clint's damn near a Lost expert.
But it really... Ooh, it just went downhill, and just...
They didn't know how to end it.
I know, and I think it got caught up in that whole era of internet spoilers and people speculating.
Yeah.
Like people get online and saying, "Oh, I know what it is. They really died in that plane crash, and they're in purgatory." And like it felt like the writers were like, "Oh yeah, well we'll show them. We'll go in like a million different directions and make it about a million different things, but it kind of still be in purgatory at the end."
There was an interview with what you're saying where the writers said that the original ending they changed because so many people were saying a certain thing in the last season.
But why?
So they went and changed it.
just so they wouldn't be right.
I don't
You
know.
compromised the integrity of your show to prove people wrong.
And a good show.
That's bad writing. That's a bad thing to do as a writer.
Well,
You know.
I wasn't on that panel.
Hey, and I'm not shitting on Lost. If you want to watch a really good show, watch the first 3,
Like I said, I'm on
maybe 4 seasons.
Season 2. And
Around
it's
4
still
is where the ground really
good.
started getting shaky for me, and by around season 5, I had just completely punched out. I was like, I'm gone. I can't do this. You just went from like the best show, my favorite show, to like what the actual hell.
Yeah. Oh, well, keep talking about this because
And
I got something else to bring up.
I guess I'm so adamantly disappointed because I liked it so much
I did too.
at the beginning.
And I started watching it years after it
Like
stopped.
I'm literally watching this show with like a little bit of anxiety, like because it reminds me a lot of Lost. It starts out strong, and I'm like, do not do this to me again. I don't know if I can handle it.
Yeah.
I can't handle another disappointment at that magnitude.
I'm going to start watching
Like
Everybody's told me it's got 3 seasons out right now, and they are all just like really
3?
good. Yeah, 3rd season just come out.
yeah, I just started watching literally like 3 days ago. Didn't even know it existed. Like I
That
said,
says a
Alicia told me,
lot.
she's like, you got to watch the show. I'm playing the first episode right now. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And okay, she just said the fourth season
just dropped. Okay.
So I got a long way to go, but that's good.
But that says a lot. If you
I could do a lot of binging.
5 episodes in 3 days, for you, that's really good.
Yeah, actually. But I've been off work too.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Well, never mind, you had something else, and I'll ask it.
Well, YouTube has this YouTube Shorts, you know.
They're trying to be like TikTok.
Well,
or whatever.
they take TikToks and they put them on there, and they're the shorts.
Well, those
or-
are TikToks.
Some of them are.
I say I don't have a TikTok account, so.
Well,
but
it says TikTok on it if it's a TikTok.
Okay.
But there's this show they keep doing shorts on called Hacksaw Ridge or something like that. And it's got Spider-Man boy,
That's the best movie ever.
Andrew Garfield.
Hacksaw Ridge is. I've heard of that.
That's the best movie ever.
I'm going to watch it. I was asking the girl at work.
Have I seen it?
I said, have you ever heard of this movie? And she said, no. Why? I said, because every TikTok or short I've watched has made me cry in 20 seconds.
20 seconds or less, or your money back.
Dude, and I've watched 3 or 4 of them. And I'm sitting out there at lunch going, I'm not crying, you're crying.
Did I watch it with you?
You would know if you watched it.
I think I've watched it.
You watched it.
It's about World War II. And this guy, he wants to serve, but he won't carry a weapon.
That sounds like the plot from the 300.
But it sounds nothing like 300.
You remember that guy wanted to fight, but he couldn't hold his shield?
Now, he couldn't hold one.
Oh.
This guy didn't want to carry one.
Oh, I see.
He's a medic.
That
Which,
does
you know,
sound-
now, most medics now don't carry
What?
or don't have to carry firearms.
It feels like this came out a long time ago.
I don't know. I just started seeing it.
How-
Maybe 2015-ish.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. It's the best movie ever. It's the best war movie I've ever seen.
Hacksaw Ridge. There you go. 2016. Wow. So was that before Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man? Yeah, Vince Vaughn's in it. Hugo Weaver.
Directed by Mel Gibson.
I did not know about this movie till Monday. No, Friday was when I've seen the first short on it.
I feel like when I start watching this movie, I'll be like, oh, yeah.
But look at all the actors that are in it.
Oh, yeah.
Huge names. It's about the Battle of Okinawa. Okay.
What streaming service is it on?
HBO Max.
Oh, cool. HBO Max.
I might be watching this later tonight when y'all go to bed so I can cry by myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's only 8:30, dude. And I still got a lot to do as far as like my meal prep for tomorrow and shit.
Yeah, and I'll watch it and cry by myself. And
No, you won't. I'll cry as long as the lights are off and I can blame my allergies.
I mean, I am sick right now. But yeah,
I hate it when there's a sad moment in a movie and everybody starts looking at you. I'm like, watch the movie. Don't
like,
worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what they're doing.
Like, I want to cry. Is he crying?
Yeah, they're like trying to get confirmation. Like, is it okay? Oh shit, Mark's crying. Let's let it go, buddy. Let's like weep openly.
That's funny.
Okay, so the question I was going to ask you.
Okay.
Right now, what is your go to sleep TV show? And what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. It's not a TV show.
Oh, yeah, there's go to sleep movies, of course, but like everybody, like here's the thing with go to sleep shows. It's a show you like, but you don't like it too much because if you like it too much, you're not going to go to sleep. But if you don't like it at all,
if I don't like
and it can't be something new because you don't want to get too much interest in it. You want it in the background. It's something you're comfortable with.
It's a movie.
What is it?
It's either Star Trek,
Star
Trek, the new one of the new ones.
Which one?
Either the new one or Dark Beyond.
The first one was like just that would see
all three.
I couldn't watch like the first Star Trek new one with Chris Pine. I wouldn't go to sleep for 2.
I can because what I do is I'll put it on, I turn over.
It's too good,
and I can hear it, and it'll put me to sleep.
It's like the other night,
Pitch Black.
me and Alicia were out here playing cards, and I was like, just put something on the background that we'll just play cards, and it'll just be background noise. Well, she put on freaking Waterboy. And like, dude, we didn't play cards at all. We were laughing and quoting stuff, and like we didn't play a game of cards that night. I was like, why did you put this movie on? It's too good.
I can also do it to comedian specials. I can do it to Bert Kreischer, any one of his 3 specials, and I can do it with Joe Rogan, Rocky Mountain.
That was a good
something.
one. Yeah, Rocky Mountain High, maybe.
It could have been.
It's Rocky Mountain something. It was good.
I can go to sleep to that one.
That was one of his best.
Yeah.
What
is yours?
So right now for you, it's one of the Star Treks.
There's literally a handful of them, but yes.
For the longest time, it was Game of Thrones, and then finally I was like, okay, no more Game of Thrones. I'm Game of Thrones out. I love that show, but I was getting to the point where I was like,
The Witcher.
I can start quoting. See, that one would get me too pulled in.
But it's got to be the first season.
Yeah, I think that would engage me too much.
Certain episodes.
Like I want it to be a show I like, but I don't want to get engaged because then I'm not going to sleep.
Any one of them that doesn't have Yennefer in it, I can go to sleep to.
Then we went to Big Bang Theory, and then
I spend too much time laughing.
We're
that
still
I can't
doing
go to sleep.
But I'm so familiar with the material that it doesn't keep me awake. And then we started Young Sheldon. But how many seasons of Young Sheldon was there? Because we've caught up.
Is there
5?
There's still there's at least one more after this one.
So we're bouncing back and forth between Big Bang Theory and the spinoff Young Sheldon. So it's more Young Sheldon, but like we go back to Big Bang Theory some. But to me, the material is just so familiar, and I'm not quite tired of it yet. Like I got with Game of Thrones, but sometimes when she's asleep and I'm not, I still hit Community. But for some reason, the settings on HBO Max, we've like basically Big Bang Theory is probably in our room playing right now, and it's just not going to stop. And there's so many seasons that it'll just play forever and ever.
Yeah.
But like with Community, I'll hit an episode and I'll fall asleep, and then after like 3 more, I'll wake up and it's stopped, and then I have to start back over with the main menu, then click Netflix, then click who's watching, and then click.
That's what I don't. Hulu, you can do. There's a setting called binge watch on Hulu, to where it will not go off.
That's what I need for Community.
But the problem is, you'll wake up, your alarm's going off. You're not paying attention to your alarm because you still hear whatever you was watching when you went to sleep.
Yeah.
And you'll think, oh, okay, it's not time to get up yet.
Well, see, I have sleep disorder, so I wake up multiple times a night. And if it only plays like 3 shows and then stops, I'm constantly having to restart it every time I wake up.
I think Netflix will do 4. It does 4 hours. It goes in 4-hour blocks.
Okay.
Hulu doesn't stop. I don't know about HBO Max.
I don't know. We obviously have it set on HBO Max where it doesn't stop. I guarantee you go in our room right now and Big Bang Theory is playing.
But my screen stays on as long as something's going.
And I've been up since like the crack of noon. I'm off work. Leave me alone.
But yeah, I can. 1,000 Ways to Die, A Million Ways to Die in the West was one of my go-tos for the longest because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
And I can still sit and watch it today and laugh just as hard.
There was a movie out here you would always get me to put on. I think it was an animated movie before you went to sleep. Oh, because I'd be like, when you slept out here, I'd be like.
Because it was the easiest to get to.
What was it, though? I can't remember.
Dude, it could have been a couple different ones. We'd have to look in your registered digital copies to see what
registered FCC approved.
Yes, to see which ones it was.
Big Brother approved movies that I've legally obtained from licensed means.
But you also got to think, normally when I pass out here, I don't really care what's on.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go to sleep about 10 minutes after that light goes off when I get
I know it's the last time you crashed out here, you were like, the hell with the futon, and you just like...
It's because I didn't want to clean it off.
You were sleeping pretty good.
I was sleeping
You were
good.
stretched out between 2 chairs, all covered up with the heater on.
And I was watching Cabinet of Curiosities.
Really?
That's what I went to sleep to. But I fell asleep 10 minutes within the 3rd episode.
Here's another thing. If I don't pick the right movie or show to watch when I go to sleep, I'll dream I'll dream about what's on TV. For some reason with Big Bang Theory that's never happened. But with other stuff, especially like if I watch a scary movie, like I'm dreaming about I'm in the cabin and Jason Voorhees is smashing through the door.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
I don't know. It is. I'm not saying it's bothersome. It just for some reason, even in my sleep, I incorporate that into my dreams for some reason. So it's you got to be really picky about your sleep show.
Yeah, because I go to sleep. I used to go to sleep to Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. Hell, I fell asleep during the original Hellraiser not too long ago because I was wanting to rewatch it. And
if I watch the original Hellraiser and fall asleep, I'm not saying I would have quote unquote nightmares, but I would definitely be having some effed up dreams, like dreaming like I'm in Hellraiser or something.
Couldn't tell you.
Or
if
the Cenobites are in
didn't.
my room, trying to throw CDs at me and stuff.
I might have been playing with the box. I don't know.
You remember that one Cenobite that had CDs in his head?
That was on the 3rd or 4th.
What is he going to do now that streaming has took over?
He's going to stream that shit at you.
He's going to have Spotify logos burned into his skin.
That just makes him even more scarier because now kids don't know what's being slung at them.
Yeah, Apple Music being thrown at you.
We'll reach up and grab one of them CDs, throw it in the CD player, and see what he's jamming.
Killjoy.
Oh,
What's wrong with the bell?
you're not hitting it right.
Oh, there we go.
No, you just broke it.
No, it is broken. Like the bottom part is like hung up on the edge. Oh, you gotta tighten the top up. I like
What did you do to my bell?
dude, I just reached over and tapped it. And it sounded like it was under a pillow or something.
Holy crap.
Thank God we have another.
Do we?
Yeah, you bought 2 of them. But we never found the first one.
We still ain't found. This might be the first one for all we know.
All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. So we can go watch Hacksaw Ridge.
So we can get something to eat.
Can't believe it's only 8:30. Damn this time change. Do other countries have to put up with this crap?
Everybody does time change.
They
Except
do
for,
daylight saving time in every country?
Except for a couple different.
There's a couple of states that
cities
said
in
no.
A couple
weren't-
states, yeah.
There are a couple of states that just said no. Put that on the ballot and I'll go vote. All right, here we go. This is... Man, we are 10 episodes away from 200. Okay, let's work on that after the podcast.
Well, you was wanting to hit it.
Like it's a vape.
No. No, you probably just broke it after I just fixed it.
I don't think you fixed it.
It was ringing.
Well, it looks off-centered.
It is, and I
It's-
just recentered it, and then you just... I'll fix it later.
Yeah.
The other one's at the house, so I can't break it out. I do want to know what happened to our old one, the original bell.
It's going to surface on eBay one day when this podcast gets popular. When we have more than like 20 listeners.
Or if Killjoy gets popular.
No, this don't have nothing to do with Killjoy.
That is the Killjoy self-promotion bell.
Damn, I thought I had it.
You broke it.
But look, it's hanging up right there.
Yeah, it's because the thing's all out of whack.
Booyah.
Well, how can people get in touch with us?
They can't. Call or text our voicemail line at 662-767-4487 or 767-HITS.
Or
Popculture4, that's the number 4real at gmail.com.
and
Facebook?
and
Twitter.
Instagram.
We have an Instagram and a Twitter. That's it. That's all our
Well,
social
I
media.
thought Twitter just got canceled. I know Elon Musk has become a millionaire off of it.
A millionaire? That's all you think he is?
No, that's what he's dropped down to since
Oh, because he spent too much money on it?
he spent so
I
much
haven't
money
been-
on it. Dude, he
honestly,
has
I haven't-
fired like everybody at Twitter.
I haven't been keeping up with that at all.
I just see it.
I'm not
on-
even a big Twitter person.
I'm not either.
Look at me doing the same thing I got onto you for. I'm just going to leave that alone. Thanks for listening to episode 190 of Real Pop Culture. We've been broadcasting live from high atop the first and only floor of the Killjoy headquarters at the Killjoy Ranch.
Hold on.
Look, I just slapped it and made it work.
Hold on.
No, I got it. I just slapped the shit out of it.
Oh shit, my bell it won't even install anymore. You get a new phone and you got to redo all your apps.
Love you, bye.
Love you, mean it.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!